But first, new developments in a deadly fight at Baytown's Ross Sterling High School.
The 16-year-old killed just yesterday has been identified as Andrew Meismer. His mother identifying the sophomore 4 hours ago. His alleged killer is being held at the Baytown jail. This afternoon, both parents and students are calling for transparency from the school district and raising new concerns about safety on campus.
From the school to the jail and a deeper dive on violence at Texas schools. Our team is covering it all live. We begin right now with Amanda Henderson, live at Sterling High. Amanda, there have been protests all day.
Yes, Ron, and maybe in the last 10-15 minutes, that's when the majority of the crowd wrapped up for the day. A few people still out here holding signs, calling out Goose Creek CISD and the leadership that follows the district, saying that there could have been something done to prevent all of this happening. We have been on the scene all morning and afternoon long, watching as cars went by, honking, and even visiting with people who were walking with the family of 16-year-old Andrew Meismer. That is the victim in this case who was tragically stabbed to death yesterday at Sterling High School. I want you guys to take a look at the scene a little bit earlier. There were so many people out here, dozens of people, who say that they felt the importance of being present because the 16-year-old who was stabbed to death just before 11 a.m. Wednesday inside the high school devastated them. They say the suspect taken into custody shortly after also shook them because they say right now finals are ongoing. Now, Andrew's mother was here earlier this morning visiting the memorial outside the high school, helping students make signs in protest. Now, she wasn't ready to go on camera, but some of her son's friends were, calling on Goose Creek CISD again to address their safety concerns.
50 minutes after, we were still taking our 7th period finals. They didn't even give us time. Yesterday.
They cleaned up the blood, and then afterwards they basically told everybody, like, hey, just go back to class as if nothing happened. And then our teachers were shaking, like our teachers were terrified.
So I reached out to the district to give them a chance to comment on these allegations from students that they don't feel safe in their own classrooms. But as of right now, Goose Creek CISD's media relations team is pointing us to the same statement that we received from them yesterday. Of course, if there are updates, we'll bring them to you on air and online. Back to you guys in studio.
Students looking to be heard in this aftermath. Amanda Henderson, thank you.
And right now, we're waiting to get our first look at the student arrested in the deadly fight. 18-year-old Andre Matthews was taken into custody yesterday. Michelle Choi live downtown near the Harris County Jail, where the suspect is expected for booking and a court appearance.
Michelle, has that happened yet?
Hey there, guys. Well, we've been out here for several hours waiting for that suspect to be brought in. That has not yet happened. However, investigators tell us he is expected to be brought here at some point and transferred from Baytown. Now, normally suspects are moved through the Sallyport entrance here at the Harris County Jail. They are then booked into the Harris County Jail, where they'll later face a magistrate judge. That, of course, has not yet happened. It's been more than 24 hours at this point. Meanwhile, I've been making calls throughout the day to Baytown Police, Harris County Sheriff's Office, and Goose Creek CISD to try and get a pulse on where exactly this case stands. Here is what we've been able to confirm so far. Now, Goose Creek CISD confirms its district police department is leading this investigation. The suspect has been identified by law enforcement as 18-year-old Andre Matthews. Baytown police records show Matthews is currently being held at the Baytown Municipal Jail, booked on a murder charge. We also confirmed with the Harris County District Attorney's Office that as of this afternoon, they have not yet received the charge paperwork from police. Here is what else we know tonight. I personally confirmed with Goose Creek ISD that its administrators and leaders were in a meeting at 2:30 this afternoon to talk about this case. I also spoke by phone with the district assistant police chief, who told me he was in that meeting but declined to comment any further. Now, we know this story is striking a chord with so many parents out there, not only across Goose Creek ISD, but with the Sterling High School community. We are pushing to get more answers from the district as well as an on-camera interview. The district tells me they are going to post some sort of update on its website either by the end of today or tomorrow. We'll let you know when that happens. Back to you.
Staying on top of it, Michelle Choi, thank you. You know, tragedies like this are rare on school campuses here in Texas, but they are not unheard of.
Over the past 12 years, a series of student deaths show just how quickly a fight or a weapon on campus can turn tragic. Len Cannon giving us some perspective on past cases. Len.
Yeah, guys, in Texas, some of the most high-profile campus shootings like Uvalde and Santa Fe dominate the headlines. But a closer look at other cases over the last decade shows a troubling pattern of deadly one-on-one violence on school grounds. In Houston and across Texas, at least half a dozen students have died after fights or confrontations that turned violent on or near campus. Each point on this map represents a student who did not make it home from school. In 2013, a fight at Spring High School led to the stabbing death of 17-year-old Joshua Broussard in a crowded hallway. 3 other students were hurt there, and a classmate was later sentenced to 20 years in prison. 3 years later, at Alpine High School, that's in West Texas, a 14-year-old girl shot and wounded another student, then died by suicide on campus. In 2020, at Bel Air High School in Houston, prosecutors say a teen playing with a gun at school accidentally shot and killed 19-year-old junior ROTC cadet Cesar Cortez, who had signed up for the Army. Then in 2022, a student at Belton High School near Austin stabbed a classmate to death during a bathroom fight. And then this year, 14-year-old Serenity Baker was stabbed during an altercation at Roy J. Smith Middle School in Killeen in Central Texas, died at the hospital. Then at a Frisco ISD track meet, it turned deadly when a student athlete, Austin Metcalf, was fatally stabbed in the stands. Yesterday's stabbing makes 3 student deaths at Texas schools this year. Mia?
Way too many. Len Cannon with the run through. Thank you.